Oh, he got assaulted. Oh, call police. Holy. Oh, damn. Oh.
Welcome back to Come and Take It. What you just saw there was footage from the No Kings rally in downtown Dallas, where my friend Alex Stein and several other innocent bystanders were assaulted repeatedly, had water thrown at them, had their phones hit, had their arms hit, got pepper sprayed. I mean, really gross stuff from the party of tolerance and love. And maybe I missed it, didn't see anyone be held accountable or get arrested for any of that. Gosh, if I didn't know any better, I'd think maybe the left doesn't believe in freedom of speech or dissenting thought at all. It's almost like they just spew all of this rhetoric that they don't actually believe in. What with, assaulting innocent bystanders because they disagree with you. So you had all of these stupid No Kings rallies all across the country. They were taking place all across the country over the weekend. If you go to their website, it says, "No thrones, no crowns, no kings. On October 18th, more than 7 million of us rose up at more than 2,700 events in all 50 states, D.C., and cities worldwide to say, America has no kings and the power belongs to the people." Like, yeah, you freaks, that's kind of the whole concept behind the founding of this country. Like that's already a thing. It's why we already have a No Kings Day. Fun fact, we already have a No Kings Day. It is, in fact, July 4th. It's the day that we celebrate our independence from Great Britain. And, the king. Do you guys remember that in your history? No, actually, you don't, because you weren't taught that. You were taught how many different genders are made up now and, some sort of a gender interpretive dance. That's what they're being taught, I guess. So, guys, the concept of there not being kings is precisely the reason why our founding documents exist. That is the whole point of this country. This whole 1776 forever free thing. Those of you who are listening on audio podcasts, that's what my shirt says. 1776, forever free. That's the whole point of this country. We already have everything set up so that there are no kings. So you guys don't have to worry about it, in fact. And it is actually so funny when you think about the same people who were out there in the streets assaulting my friends. The same people who, as it turns out, they are the very same people who wanted the federal government to shut us down, who wanted to prevent you from going out and working to feed your family because they were scared of a virus, who wanted the government to mandate that you get an experimental jab in your arm to allow you to go to work and make money to feed your family. These are, in fact, the same people out there who are yelling about no kings, we don't want any kings, we hate fascism.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
We want democracy, power to the people. These are the same people who were totally fine with Kamala Harris not receiving a single vote in the primary, only for her to be installed as the Democrat candidate. It's just, it's so fun. Like their whole party literally did a coup to install Kamala and put her on the ticket as the candidate that nobody voted for. And they want to talk about tyranny in this country. It is actually so crazy. By the way, also another fun fact for you guys who don't seem to be too bright out there. They're not sending their best. I can tell you that. The power does, in fact, belong to the people. So you can rest easy. You can go home. You can pack it up. You can go back to your basement. Sorry, my bad. Your mom's basement. You can go back to your mom's basement. You can play your video games. You can put on that little headset and play your Call of Duty and not even actually worry about it because the power does already belong to the people. In fact, we exerted that power on November 5th, 2024. We made our choice. We had the power. We made our choice. November 5th, 2024. That was your democracy in action. And by the way, I only use the term democracy because that's the term that they seem to like to use because they think that we are a democracy. Of course, we're a constitutional republic, but they talk about the importance of democracy, of being democratic. I mean, it's in their name. It's in the name of their party. Now, I drop the I and the C at the end because they are the least democratic party out there. They are simply the Democrats, but it's in their name. And so that was democracy in action right there. The last election, that was power to the people. We showed up and we voted for Donald J. Trump to bring ICE into your cities and deport criminals. Cry about it, I guess, to close the border. Cry more about it, I guess, to resume law and order, to get violent criminals off the streets, to bring back accountability in this country. Cry about it, I guess, but that was power to the people, quite literally. So it's actually, I mean, it's funny to a certain degree until you remember not only are these people stupid, they're also violent, which in fact is a dangerous combination. That's where my friend Alex Stein comes in. So I was so sad to miss this. You guys know I'm usually out there, I wouldn't even say confronting these people because they always just confront me. But there are a couple of us who try to go to these events to document just how insane it all is. And we always end up getting dogpiled on. We always end up getting assaulted. We always end up getting called names. We always end up, it is always us against everyone there. And Dallas police just always lets it happen. Okay, so he and some others, Alex and some others, showed up to simply document what was happening in downtown Dallas at this No Kings rally. And here's how that went.
I'm just showing you my side. This is what these people act like. These people are vaccine injured. They're sick in the head. I love America. You guys hate America. You guys hate America. Why do you hate the Constitution? Literally, I love the Constitution. Why do you hate America? I believe in God. Hey, can you hear me? Hey. Why do you hate it? Yeah, hey, Dallas Morning News. Remember, look who's acting crazy and look who's not. I just want you to know. Look who's acting crazy and look who's not. I'm holding a camera walking around and just look who's acting like who's throwing stuff, who's the ones being assaulted. Just remember that. Write that down, Dallas Morning News. Yeah, and they stole his hat.
No.
Get off me! Get off me! Get the
Now, again, you would think to yourself, someone who was truly anti-fascist, remember, it's in the name, Antifa. It's just short for anti-fascist. Someone who was truly anti-fascist would want as much speech as possible, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? After all, fascism always involves suppression of dissent and censorship of unwanted speech. Those are like two key components of fascism. Tyranny always shuts dissenting speech down. So isn't it interesting that the people talking about taking to the streets to, scream about tyranny and fascism? We hate tyranny. Donald Trump's not a king. Isn't that so crazy? How the same people who are screaming about tyranny and fascism and how they're so oppressed are the same people who literally cannot even handle. They cannot handle anyone verbally, peacefully disagreeing with their point without assaulting them, without throwing water at them, without knocking off their hats, without pepper spraying them. It's nuts. It's almost like they don't believe in those values at all. So there was more that I want to show you really quickly here. There's a guy who goes by the name on X, Channel 6 News, and he was out there too. And I keep referring to pepper spraying. Well, that's not hyperbole. It actually happened. And again, was there any accountability? Dallas Police Department, are you going to hold any of these people accountable for breaking the law, for assaulting innocent bystanders? For assaulting people who are, you want to talk about a peaceful protest? The people who were out there with their phones to record these yahoos are, of course, the peaceful people. They're the ones who got assaulted. I saw nothing to be done about that from Dallas police. So remember, before I show you this, it is in fact illegal to pepper spray someone unless it is justifiable self-defense. So like you have to actually feel like you are at risk of being harmed before you can just go around pepper spraying people in the face. And I don't know, does this look like self-defense to you?
Yeah, go home, Trump. Back to the White House. Go home. Back to the White House. Come closer. Come closer. Okay.
Come closer. I will pepper spray you.
I got pepper sprayed. What the f? What the f? Oh my god, I got pepper. I got pepper. It's all over my hand. What the f? That's okay. That's okay. Because God bless Israel. God bless Israel. God bless Israel. Look, hey, I'm on your side, dude. I got 46 for Biden.
I mean, just really reprehensible stuff. Really reprehensible stuff from the party of peace and love and tolerance. All of these actions, they seem a little tyrannical. It just seems a little tyrannical. They're getting mad that other people are in a public place who don't agree with them. And instead of just calmly continuing about their business, they're going out of their way to assault those people. It seems a little tyrannical. It seems a little ironic, given the circumstances. Is it just me? Let me know in the comments what you think.
Hey folks, Chris Salcedo here. I've got something special for you, the Salcedo Storm podcast. As your friendly, liberty-loving Latino, I bring you a mix of engaging discussions to help us fight for our state and our conservative values. It's the perfect way to stay informed and engaged in what's happening around you. So, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the storm of information and entertainment coming your way. The Salcedo Storm podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
So, as usual, Dallas police are a day late and several dollars short. Don't really seem at all interested in the clips that I've seen. I'm going to play you one right here. Don't really seem at all too interested. Everyone who has had any sort of anything to do with Dallas Police Department, you're going to be shocked to hear this. They didn't seem interested at all in capturing any of these assailants, capturing any of these people who were assaulting my friends.
I mean, they're the ones like... Holy...
Thank you.
So I show this to you as a reminder. This was just one of many protests that were happening across the state. I mean, across the country, obviously, as I shared earlier, but across the state, even in places you wouldn't expect. Like you had the obvious ones. You had the Austins. You had the, San Antonios. You had the Houstons. You had the obvious blue cities where this would be happening. But there were also places in the suburbs where you don't realize that these people have infiltrated. Plano. There was a huge crowd in Plano, out in the burbs. It's where I'm from. It's where I grew up. It's where I graduated from. McKinney, another suburb of Dallas where you would not expect. Brenham, there were people. And this is like outside of these blue cities, it is a big movement that is primarily like old white boomers. No offense, by the way. to old white boomers. But the ones who are going out there and holding these signs, and they think that it's like these weird hippies who I think maybe they like did a little bit too many drugs back in the 60s. And so their brains don't really work right. And they think that they're back in the 60s and like fighting something. I don't really know. I can't, or back in the 70s. I don't really know. I can't figure it out. But one thing remains really, really clear. The Marxists learned a long time ago that there is a lot of value in useful idiots. It's one of the greatest assets for them. And they have totally taken advantage of these useful idiots here. So these people don't know much of anything. They don't, I mean, if you were to quiz them about our founding documents, I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to answer anything. But they think that they're out there fighting for a cause. And I got to tell you, there may be some places where these people are paid, but I think for the most part, there are a lot of people in this country who are sick and they want to feel like they are part of something. They're part of a movement. And they've been spoon-fed this garbage, these lies, and they're going out there and they think that they're like fighting for the people. And they're going to show up in the midterms. They will show up. These people, although stupid, are very passionate about this cause, and they're going to show up. So they've been stirred up. I'm showing you this. They're very, very angry. They're very, very violent. They're very mentally unstable. And we cannot allow these people leading the direction of our state. So it's just a little reminder for everyone, okay? Don't forget. Even with the presidential election behind us, don't forget there is still a lot of work that we have to do before the midterms in order to not just keep Texas red. I wish I could say in order to keep Texas red. In order to prevent Texas from sliding more and more purple and into the blue. Because those people vote. And that is really scary. All right, make sure that you are subscribed to Come and Take It. You can do that by subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube, this is the YouTube channel for you. It's Sara Gonzales Unfiltered is the YouTube channel. And this is, of course, the playlist Come and Take It. It is my Texas podcast. So make sure to check us out. Check out the playlist Come and Take It. Check out Sara Gonzales Unfiltered as well on Blaze TV. And if you're watching on Blaze TV, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a subscriber. And that is it for us this week. We will see you next week on Come and Take It.